here we are, and I'm gonna do a quick introduction because some might not know what tournament it is. This is the ProDota2 Non-Pro League, so like a Division 2 of the ProDota2 League, where people can be switched over to the ProDota2 League once they win. I believe that's what my expectations are anyway for the next season. Anyway, it's the ProDota2 Non-Pro League. It's zNation on the Dire side versus mTw on the Radiant side, and we are waiting for the last player to load in. It's loaded in, and we are in the draft phase right now, where we're gonna see which heroes we will be seeing played today. I have to say, well, I saw zNation yesterday in 2 matches, I believe, one versus Mouse and one versus Dare, and they played with around the same tactic. Well, it looked the same anyway. And well, they actually won from Dare, and they played a very strong game versus Mouse. Well, until Mouse got the upper hand, and then it was over. But that's how it goes in most games. But they were able to hold them off for a very long time, and I am curious to see how they're going to be doing versus mTw. mTw being a team that is known for, well, not being sloppy. That's probably how I would describe it, as in always having pressure somewhere, always making sure that the other team is busy with something. But let's see. Oh, what's this? Just checking something. I'm still here. Anyway, apparently my stream dropped away for a second, but at least I'm back. So cool. So we have here, already banned, with one last ban to go, we have a Darkseer, Broodmother, Enchantress ban. So probably watching out for that Chin that mTw is looking to pick up, as they already banned their counter, unless of course zNation's gonna ban that one up, because they've also banned out the Furion and the Brewmaster. So what they could ban here now is the Chin, because they know mTw is probably gonna pick that one up. But Invoker is still in the game too, so either a Chen or Invoker is going to be picked up, and they can choose to not ban out either of those. Oh, Lycan, of course, almost forgot the Lycan. There's the Chen being picked up by mTw, we knew that because Enchantress was picked up. But Invoker still left over for zNation to be picked up, as zNation definitely did not want to face a Lycan, even though the chances were slim. As Chen was probably going to be picked up, but they just didn't want to risk it. Very understandable too. And they can pick up an Invoker and maybe also a Leshrac if they wanted to. That way then they have an answer to the Chen. They can push just as hard, almost just as hard as mTw can with their Chen. Let's see if they're gonna go for it though. I mean, they're going into the reserve time right now, only having 50 seconds left because they used the rest for their last ban. And not surprising. They didn't have to go into bonus time for that. I could have spared them the trouble. Just telling you're gonna go for the Shrek anyway. Looks like Cinnamon is not hesitating. It's gonna go for a Beastmaster and a Pugna. A Pugna being a strong counter versus the Enigma. Oh, sorry, Enigma. Wow, am I really saying Enigma? I meant the Invoker, of course. They don't even look like. What the hell? But yeah, strong counter versus the Invoker, because Invoker is one of those heroes that likes to spam out his spells a lot. And with the Pugna there, if there's a ward on the floor, that's gonna be really annoying. And by the time you've killed off the ward, there's just a lot of seconds left or gone that you could have casted your spells in, and that's for Invoker that can be really painful. The same thing goes for Leshrac, one of those heroes that just likes to spam his spells, doing a lot of damage, especially if he has a point booster, soul booster up, or a bloodstone. Then he can just spam his spells out as much as he can, but with the ward there from the Pugna, that's not going to happen. Beastmaster being picked up, able to disable all heroes and nuke them down very fast. The Lone Druid is picked up for zNation, and we're probably gonna see Sidoy playing with that, as he has got the name Silodoy, because I have to say the last couple matches I saw from zNation, Sidoy was playing that Lone Druid. On a solo lane, by the way. As we have some bans coming out, it's the Enigma being banned, and it is the Shadow Demon being banned. Shadow Demon being banned because he is such a great combination with Leshrac, most likely. If you have a Shadow Demon and Leshrac, you can just disrupt the target and Leshrac can come and throw down a stun under it, and there could even be a Sunstrike from the Invoker. If they wanted to, we see the Sand King being banned out as the first one that zNation is banning, and I'm a bit surprised about that because that means they also don't want to pick that one up themselves. And for the same reason that Shadow Demon is a good combination with the Leshrac, Sand King is a good combination too because he can just Burrow Strike, guaranteed stun, and then you can hit Leshrac's stun as a guaranteed stun right after that, and Sunstrike there too. But they don't want to go for that, so okay, that's very clear. Or they don't want to risk mTw getting the Sand King instead, which is very possible too, of course, as we have a bounty hunter being banned out. And this is something that is very tricky. I mean, bounty hunter being banned out because they want to have a Ricky as their last pick. It's very possible, and Pugna will die very fast with the Ricky in the game. Same goes for the Vengeful Spirit, even though she still is stunned, but that's not gonna mean anything if she's under a cloud. And with purged with a Fusel Blade. But yeah, Vengeful Spirit picked up as a support for mTw. They have, I mean, I have to say that there's of course the auras from Beastmaster and Vengeful Spirit stacking up, very powerful, very useful too. And if you're gonna combine that with maybe one of Chen's creeps that has, you know, the wolf that does the crit damage and stuff, that's just all those auras stacking is really, really, well, it's really strong. I can't say annoying to deal with because it just empowers all heroes, and well, you can deal with it, but you have to have more HP. You have to have more of the upper hand, and not just in. Night Stalker. Well, you can't be even because you won't be even. And we have a Night Stalker being picked up by zNation, maybe to counter that mTw is gonna pick him up later on, because it would have fit in their lineup. We have a Chen that's probably going in the forest. We have a Beastmaster that's probably gonna be a solo lane, with a Pugna in the middle, and well, a Night Stalker could have fit in with a Vengeful Spirit, but we're gonna see a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend also has an aura, and this is major aura stacking right here. And yeah, I was gonna say Shadow Demon earlier, Shadow Fiend, sorry, wow. But you're not gonna believe me anyway when I say that, just so yeah, I won't, but I just did anyway, just in case you believe me. Shadow Fiend stacking really good. I didn't expect them to go for it because, I don't know, you don't see Shadow Fiend that often in competitive games, but here he fits in perfectly with his lineup. I'm just curious if Vengeful Spirit is going to roam around, because all of these heroes would be able to manage themselves, would be able to be fine on a lane. So Vengeful Spirit can roam around, try to get some kills, or try to prevent kills from happening, of course, together with the Chen. So we might see some early smokes from those two. Last pick for zNation. Curious what they're gonna go for. I mean, they did ban out the Bounty Hunter, but they're gonna have their Night Stalker as their carry, with the Lone Druid farming up in the meantime, while Night Stalker hopefully gets some early kills. And they're gonna go for the Lich, trying to deny farm from whichever lane he's gonna be at, and I hope for him, or he's probably aiming to be on the lane with the Shadow Fiend. That's my guess anyway. As well, everybody picked a hero, that means I have to change my overlays just in case I forget, which I this time don't. Oh, all those blinking windows, yep. A lot of blinking windows. So we have already disconnect, but that's fine because that will give me some time to talk about who is playing what. We see indeed Seedoy on the Lone Druid, who is still a Doy, because, you know, Lone Druid, hereby his signature hero, I guess. Nexus playing the Night Stalker. We have I know this name. It's Stallionair. Stallionair on the Leshrac. Sorry, yeah. I keep being confused with no, anyway, it's Stallionair. Yeah, I just said it. It's cool. We have CRZ on the Invoker. Last is Polyphorica. Actually, I'm gonna check if CRZ is actually Tame My Wild, because that could be the case. If this loads, which it doesn't. Wow. Okay, then never mind. It's fine. So yeah, this is the team for zNation. It's CRZ and Polyphorica Po. on the Lich. Let's see what we're gonna do for the lanes. We're gonna probably have a Lone Druid, a Soul lane. As I said earlier, Invoker might be on a mid lane, and maybe a tri lane with these three: Leshrac, Lich, and a Night Stalker. It could be. Lone Druid could also be in the jungle, of course. But so far I've only seen Zeroy playing him on a solo side lane. But that might change because Night Stalker will be able to take care of himself as well. And Leshrac, would be able to, in a worst case scenario, would be able to take a solo lane too, or at least a mid lane if he wanted to. And then Invoker on a side solo lane. And they have a lot of options here. I'm curious what they're gonna go for. If they're actually gonna go for a tri lane with the Lich, Night Stalker, and Leshrac, or if they're gonna go for two dual lanes. I mean, Invoker could be on a side, sorry, Lone Druid could be assisted. Maybe Invoker not mid, but on a side lane. Anyway, they have a lot of options. Let's jump ourselves over to mTw, see who's playing what. We have Funzy playing the Beastmaster, Synderen is playing the Pugna, Kebab on the Chen, Shokska on the Shadow Fiend, and last but not least is fucking mad on the Vengeful Spirit. So that is what we're gonna see out from mTw. Let's check out the lanes. We're probably gonna see well, Chen, of course, in the jungle. That's not very surprising. I already said this. Probably Vengeful Spirit roaming around with these three taking a solo lane. And to be fair, they can probably have these lanes in a lot of different ways. And if Shadow Fiend is actually going to be in a side lane, then maybe Vengeful Spirit will join him, to be fair. If he's not in the middle, if Synderen is going to go in the middle, which Synderen normally is, so Synderen in the middle with Fonzie side solo, and then Shokska with Vengeful Spirit on the side lane. That's what I'm guessing they're gonna do. I mean, like I said, they have some options here. They have 3 heroes deck with solo stuff. The only thing I can say, Chen's gonna go in the jungle. I know, it's a miracle, revelating. We have people disconnecting from the game, or at least we only have. Well, Night Stalker is now disconnected. The only one that we're missing right now is Nexus, who we're now waiting for. As fucking Matt already connected back in. We already have a shield and a tangos on the Beastmaster. So indicating he's going for that solo lane. We have Shadow Fiend already going for 6 tango as well. He's probably... Oh, can't really tell anything from this, to be fair. And the donkey for Chen. And the counterword for Chen. So Chen is probably going to go into their own forest. Not going to play an aggressive lane on the top lane. He's going to go into their own jungle. Has got a smoke up too, so we might see Vengeful Spirit and Chen smoke up fairly soon. On the bottom lane, trying to get a first blood, or going towards the middle lane even. It's all possible. We have Lich buying up some observer wards. Is then probably going for the bottom lane. Everybody for the bottom lane. Party! With a, oh, we don't know yet with what. That's gonna be the surprise. That is gonna be the surprise. Definitely. Okay. So we have a pause. And as, fucking mad. I really don't know what to call him. Okay, a lot of people say fucking mad because they don't want to say fucking mad. That would be one that I would go for too. Fucking mad. I don't know. Seems so weird to say that all the time though. But yeah, as you pointed out, we're already 25 minutes late and we are still having a pause. And I do believe that, well, both mTw and zNation have a game to play at 8. So, yeah, mTw having a game versus EG in its Ghostly Madness. It's Gosu Monthly Madness, rather. And zNation has to face the Tough Bananas in G Sports Finals for season 2. But yeah, they're gonna have to play first before that's gonna happen. Online in Steam. There we have, reconnected to the game. It's all cool. So we're probably gonna see the goal pretty soon, so that we can finally see who's going on what lane. But there we go. There's the go. We're probably gonna have Synderen calling the go too, and the on pause is there. Coming out from CRZ. Let's see. We have a Night Stalker going towards the bottom lane. It might be that everybody's... Yeah. Okay. Everybody going to the bottom lane. Fun. Oh! Oh! Ooh! They too! Oh, this could be interesting. Let's see. It looks like mTw is staying more together, even though they do split up. We're gonna probably see the Shoxka on the bottom lane staying there. And maybe with the Vengeful Spirit helping him out. We have some drawings on the minimap. Is they're gonna walk past here, because we saw that being drawn. They're gonna go in here. Oh, but yeah, no, everybody will be safe. Looks like everybody will be safe. There's a Chen. Nope. Nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Pugna backing off. Okay, so nothing happened. So these two are actually indeed gonna be on the bottom lane with Chen in the jungle here too. So this would be a very tricky lane, or at least a dangerous lane for the people that are gonna hang around here, which will be a tri lane with Leshrac, Nine Stalker, and the Lich who is warding already. And it looks like Invoker will be in the middle then with Lone Druid on the top lane solo. And yeah, we're gonna see Pugna in the middle and Beastmaster on the side solo lane top. So that is that's gonna be lanes. Okay, so I was fairly right, to be fair. Happy about that. Oh, Leshrac gonna stop them from counterpulling. But then again, he doesn't have. Oh, he does have counterwards in his bags, but yeah, he doesn't want to risk that. Misses the stun, backing off, admitting defeat. And we already have a ward here also placed by Vengeful Spirit, making sure that they know which rune is where as well. So I do expect this will be the most exciting lane here. Even though both teams will probably play it as safe as possible, but then again, there is a ganking sort of lineup from mTw with Chen and Vengeful Spirit, and the smoke is up on the Chen, or at least up, as in he has it in his inventory. So we might see that fairly soon, and they might also try to rotate to the mid lane for this. This is just Vengeful Spirit. I mean, she can be very intimidating. I mean, she's a stun waiting to happen. Gonna get a stun out on the Leshrac. We're gonna see a net too. This will probably be the first blood as the last hit goes to the Chen. There we go. That's what I said. Stun waiting to happen, and it happened. Leshrac overextending, thought he was gonna do some harassment, but there was Chen coming out of the forest with his warlord, troll warlord that is, and able to put down a net. And first blood done. Chen taking the kill off. And gonna rotate towards the easier stack of creeps, I would imagine, or... Yeah, I was gonna say he's not gonna go that aggressive, no. We'll have a hard time reaching the Invoker as well, as these two are exchanging last hits. And... yeah, this, I mean, we're probably gonna see zNation being a lot more careful now, as they know that, you know, one stun from this guy here could mean the end of them. But, yeah, there's still three, but they will be more aggressive maybe too if they know that Vengeful Spirit is not there. It could be. They don't have a ward up anymore apart from this one here, so they can see if Chen walks through this, so they could see Chen moving towards it, so I don't know why Leshrac was there, but then again, I don't know. They're gonna pick up an illusion rune as we have a blink out from yellow, indicating that they indeed have a ward there. And let's just see the last hit for a second. We have 8 for 3 on Invoker on the mid lane versus 9 for 2 on the Pugna, so this is going very even. Fairly even, very even. English is tough. As we see, well, for gold they would be almost about the same too. We have bottles being brought now. Or at least no boots on the Invoker. Gonna go for some phase boots. And I would expect bottle, yeah, bottle on Cinder and Pugna. As we see Shadow Fiend happily farming, gonna get some farm here in the jungle too. As the lane gets pushed back too, and we have some counter warding going on at the same time. Oh, gets 2 wards with 1 counter ward. Great job by Leshrac here. Getting 2 wards with that. That's money well spent. That's what I can say. Oh. Leshrac's gonna take a stun. His last hit is gonna go to the Shadow Fiend, and that's another kill for mTw, taking 2 double kill for Shux, guys. They're gonna chase down the Night Stalker. Will there be a net? No, 13 seconds for the net. Lich going down very fast, and Shux are not even getting attacked. And it was an initiation from zNation. But as they can't land the stun from Leshrac as long as there's no other stun to go for it. I mean, they can land it, but it's still level 1. It has such a small radius, and you can't really... well, it's very hard to land. Let's just keep it at that. And while these two are continuing farming, I mean, Night Stalker is still having 12 for 2, not bad farm, but then again, Shadow Fiend is 10 for 2. Less last hits, but 2 last hits on heroes, and that will make a huge difference on the lane. And I hope, once again, that zNation is gonna play it a lot more safe now, and will only do such ganks as they try to do in the nighttime. Hello, Smoke. Haste rune on the Invoker. That will make this gank a little more tricky to do. And he'll be able to get out, but then again, there's a stun and there's a net, so there's double stuns, to be fair, double the table at least. There's his first stun, there's the net gonna be, and no chance. Chen taking the last hit with the test of faith. And that's 4 kills for mTw now in favor. That's, yeah, with the blast there from Pugna also. The quick kill. Let's just check how Tito is doing on the top lane. He is 35 for 6, so having great farm here. Beastmaster 17 for 1, so Tito really owning this lane, or at least having the control over the lane, having the control over the last hits. Already has his face boots. Let's see what his bear has. Bear has the stout shield so far, is probably gonna get Orb of Venom as well, and maybe some boots in the future too. And Fancy also has boots, has a bottle, has a shield. I'm just gonna check for a second what's going on this lane. Well, no, nothing. Everybody backing off. It's almost, well, it's close to nighttime. Still level 3 on the Night Stalker though, so we'll not have it leveled up all that much. That's what I mean, if you're gonna be a Night Stalker on a tri lane versus a solo laning Shadow Fiend who's now level 5, you're just gonna get not so much experience as you would have gotten if you were a solo lane mid, which you see often on the Night Stalker, to get those level up fast so that you're level 6 when the first nighttime hits. But now, the first nighttime, he will be level 4, maybe 5 if he's lucky. Well, probably 4. Probably 4. And that will make his first, there we go, nighttime. He is not even level 4. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go, level 4, I'm right, see? Hello. Oh, they know Tito is farming too much. He's gonna get a stun. Where is he? Nope, not yet anyway. He's gonna get it soon though. TP is gonna come in to help him out. There we have Night Stalker. It is night now. Shout going off on the Night Stalker. Axes will fly through. Couple more last hits needed for Night Stalker to go down. With Lone Druid killing off the Vengeful Spirit in the meantime. And Chen is on the run. Tito doing a lot of damage. Bear is there too. And he just needs a couple more right clicks. One more right click and Kebab will go down. But we'll, yeah, there we go. Leaf getting the last hit on that one. And that is a gank that took too much time to execute, so the TPs were there, and was able to take that kill. And maybe they're even gonna try to push a bit on the tower perhaps, but then again I'm not sure about that one. Where did Night Stalker go off to? He's back, he TP'd out, he's back on the bottom lane farming more. As Leshrek moved towards the middle lane to have some extra overweight on this lane. As Pugna has been happily farming, he's not been stopped that much. He's 31 for 5, and Invoker being 24 for 9, so it's a bit in favor of Cinnamon right now. And when I say a bit, it's actually more than a bit, because of course he also got a kill on Invoker, as in an assist. But yeah, Leshak was here for a second until he moved to the bottom lane. Where is Night Stalker? I have to keep track on Night Stalker since it's night. He's level 5 now, and he wants Cindering. There's some assistance for him. Last hit will probably. Oh, what? Oh, he did. Sorry, he banished himself. I was gonna say Invoker taking the last hit, and a quick easy kill for the Night Stalker as he pops himself, so he can continue on his gank. And he's probably looking for some more blood. Maybe Vengeful Spirit would be a good target for him if he's not gonna find the Chen, or they don't see him. They don't see him. Oh, hello. Hello, Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend still doesn't have more. He knows that something's coming because Leshrek is moving in. There's the Night Stalker. There's the Void, or is there gonna be a Void? Yes, there should be a Void soon. There's the Void. There's the Stun there, or the Nova. Frost Nova, that is. Or is it called a Nova? No. Frost Blast. And the kill there. Stun is there on the Night Stalker though. Gonna have to back off. Another blast doesn't hit. Double damage rune on the Pug now. He will do a lot of damage to the Leshrek as the stun doesn't hit Syndrin. But he's gonna pop a potion. As another blast doesn't hit anyone again. Another Void going down. Edict up. Don't want to chase this, and they can't really chase this. As there's a oh, I like this. There's a smoke up on the Pugna. He just moved into the trees and popped the smoke just so that Night Stalker couldn't chase him down. As the shout goes off on the Night Stalker, Ice will fly through. That's the last hit. Only one hit needed. There we go. Funzy taking an easy kill there. That is a great counter gank. Night Stalker thought he was safe, but Beast Stalker level Beastmaster being level 8 for the Night Stalker that's just got level 6, and yeah, shout up. That's an end of a Night Stalker. Axe is doing a lot of damage still. Night Stalker does have his urn up though, but it wasn't enough. It just was not enough. As Evoker is continuing to farm, let's take a quick look at the gold graph. Oh, look at that. I love this. I mean, at this state of the game, both teams would have wanted to get ahead, of course. That goes for every state of the game, actually. But yeah, with a Night Stalker who's gonna be napped, who's gonna be stunned, who's gonna take a test of fate, taking a lot of damage from the axes. He's on the run still. Will there be enough damage? Pops his one charge. It's still nighttime, so he will be very safe, and pops a urn charge just to make sure that he will be having more HP to live through the night, through the day as well. But yeah, both teams are still really even. As we have seen ganks going up, that's teams attempting to get an early game advantage, and that's what Night Stalker does at night. He's trying to get an advantage, but still, that it's still even means that they, well, oh, stun going off on the Evoker. He pops his invisibility, but there's a raise still. One more raise left. Will there be one? Will there be one? No, there won't be. They're gonna take a tower instead. Chen taking that last hit. But they're gonna trade towers because Leshrac made sure that the tower on the top lane fell too. But wow, talk about going off track. Yeah, both teams being so even, not anymore. Well, it is still really even for 10 minutes in the game. It means that both teams kind of succeeded at what they wanted to do, but on different sides of the map. Different sides of the map. I mean, zNation wants to get their Lone Druid farmed up. Well, Lone Druid is farmed up, I can tell you that. He is 3,500 gold. He is probably going for that quick Radiance on his bear, and doesn't need that much more, and he's just been able to get free farm. So zNation doing their job by having mTw keeping them busy at other lanes while Lone Druid is able to farm. But in the meantime, mTw getting kills, ganking quite heavily with Chen also. Taking kills also, getting the first 5 kills I believe, or was it 4? Before zNation even took 1 kill, so zNation in that sense succeeding too. It's just now a matter of time to see which tactic, which strategy is more successful, and of course which team is gonna make mistakes that others can profit from. That's of course always the case. Tower gets denied on the bottom lane, with Night Stalker taking that one, making sure that one doesn't go towards mTw. 3,800 gold on this Lone Druid. Just take a quick look. Don't see anybody in trouble right now, so I can take my time to examine this. Lone Druid, 48, 84 last hits and a kill. Most of the game is 30 last hits more than anybody else has at this point. So that's a lot of farm on him. And rally complete now too, and only needs the recipe now for well, to get his Radiance, of course. As the tower is getting pushed, fortification being forced out. Edict going through, level 3 Edict, so will do a lot of damage. There's only a Pugna to defend, but then I say only. Nether Blast is probably one of the most successful counter pushes in the game. He has his Nether Blast has such a short cooldown. Oh, hello top lane. Literally in a lot of trouble, getting picked off by the Beastmaster as well, Lone Druid wants to go for this. Gets his Leshrac getting a stun off, and Shock's swap is there to try to save him. Tornado going through probably won't save him. He will go down. Does still get up a raise before going down. Leshrac in the meantime taking down a Vengeful Spirit with this Edict and finishing her off. So a fight definitely going in favor of zNation as they chase down Kebab 2. Cold Snap is there. There's a net, but it's not going to be enough. Darkness is being popped. One more right click goes through Leshrac. Double kill for him. As Pugnazer 2 gets a void on him, is not going to be able to survive. He's going to banish himself though. It's delaying his execution, but will probably die. There we go. Night Stalker getting the last hit. And that is actually a... No, Beastmaster was not there. I was going to say team wipe, but then again Beastmaster was there, so he's the only one that's safe from mTw right now. So a 4-4-2 was that. 4-for-1 even, because they only took down the Lich. So 4-for-1 in favor of zNation. It's very successful, might I add. And that's only because the Lone Druid farmed so much. You can just, yeah, is level 11. Let's just take a quick look at the levels here. Level 9 is the highest on mTw, so level 11 is a really tough cookie to deal with. And of course that bear having so much HP and doing so much damage, and you normally don't focus down the bear because he has so much HP, and you know, you kinda focus the heroes instead, and that's just a lot of damage going through unaware. Or well, maybe you might be aware, but you can't really do that much about it because it would take you too long to get that bear down. Hello. Fancy on the run. Chuck's got on the run too. As well, they know as their boar's there, slowing down Lich so they can't chase, or slowing down everybody probably, so that they can't chase. As they defend their tier 2 tower here on the top lane. Look at the tactical drawings on the mini-map. They make very little sense, but you know, they're there. I have to say, have to add, there is a observer ward right here, so that you know zNation can see what's going on. There's an observer ward from zNation here, so that they can check out the Roshan pit in the ward here. But there's no wards up for mTw at this moment. No wards at all. And Vengeful Spirit has 2 in her inventory, but has not placed them yet. Oh, I saw the aura. I saw the aura. Where's the bear? There we go. Bear is there. Bear has a radiant. And this is a very, very tanky bear with a radiant that can just stand somewhere close to a creep wave, taking last hits for Lone Druid, while Lone Druid doesn't even need to be there because the aura will take care of it, and this tower is gonna drop very fast. There is a fortification, but if they really want to use it, I don't think so. Oh, they do. They want to delay the push in, as now mTw expects them to be at Roshan. We have the TPs coming out. They don't want a tower. They want to stop them going for Roshan. Invoker is there. Gonna throw a tornado down. EMP there too. Bounty taking some damage. Shout going off, but they can't chase. I'm thinking premature shout. Definitely. Gonna follow them? No, we're gonna follow here. Lich ultimate going through. Lich being stunned in the meantime by the magic missile, but doesn't matter. Cinnamon is gonna take a stun. Is gonna go down. Ward is still up though. Lone Druid killing off the puck now in the meantime, where Soxka is still chasing down Nexus. He's probably gonna get the kill. Double kill for him, as he also managed to kill off the Lich earlier. And oh, look at this chase. Nope. Field chase, as Roshan is not dead yet, but it's close to dead. mTw is gonna take this Roshan, probably, as there is nobody dead from mTw at this time, and they can secure the kill and get the Aegis up on the Shadow Fiend. EMP still going through, and the tower still went down on the top lane due to the creeps, by the way. What did creeps? Yeah, we had Pugna died, but he bought back. That's. I was wondering. I thought someone died from mTw, but yeah. Cinnamon died, bought back. Good decision, making sure that they still had the overhand at the Roshan pit, and just securing the Aegis for them, and of course the gold that comes with that. And I will, yeah. Okay, so we had a fight in favor of zNation, and then we had this fight in favor of mTw, and that is a fight where they only took 3 kills, but only also the Roshan pit. And the tower at the same time. So this is kills, tower, Roshan. It's a huge spike up towards the 3k in favor of mTw. Looks pretty scary for zNation right now, as it's daylight, and it will be daylight for a while. Oh, hello. Oh, they're gonna go for someone, or who are they gonna go for? He's gonna try to let his bear do more of the work. It's gonna take some hits from the tower. Oh, pause. Okay, that will give me time to look at the I was gonna say to look at the experience graph. Well, this is the team fight that we saw at the top tower, where zNation finished off 4 of mTw's heroes. And well, that's clearly in favor of them experience-wise. Makes perfect sense, because team fights do give you a lot of experience. And here we probably see it being taken back. I'm expecting it to end like, yeah, right where it left off, because this is a team fight in favor of mTw, and well, they just got the same thing back as they lost earlier. So they're back to almost even. So the only thing not even right now is the gold. But I am expecting maybe a push coming out from zNation just to make that even again. And of course, Syllabear will farm so fast right now that it will be very easy for him to pick up with that. In the meantime, Invoker gets a kill on the Vengeful Spirit in the mid lane. Doesn't look to be like it was much of a challenge. I mean, 1 Vengeful Spirit versus 3 of zNation. Yeah, that wasn't an even fight. They're gonna take this tower and get some of their gold disadvantage back. Placid goes to the Invoker, who has his drums complete, who has his phase boots complete, so a lot of mobility from him. He's probably going to go for a Blink Dagger first, or next, or maybe even for Staff if he changes his mind for go for Blink Dagger. But either of those two would be really good to have on zNation sides, just so that I have that initiation and don't have to wait for the bear to be in position, which, you know, might take some time. In the meantime, fight on the bottom lane still continues, or at least fight. You can call it a dance. Considering making sure the lane doesn't get pushed, and Lone Druid trying to push it. It has given up, continuing to farm on the top lane, whereas Bear still has the Radiance. He has 1k gold almost again. Picked up a cloak, might actually go for a pipe. That would be really useful to have, especially if you're versus this guy here, for the Shadow Fiend, who has his BKB up. We haven't really seen a good, or I haven't seen a Requiem of Souls yet. So, but anyway, he has a BKB, so when he does have his Requiem of Souls, he will just be able to stand there and cast it and not get interrupted. And if there would be a pipe up in time from the Beastmaster, sorry, from the Lone Druid, that damage will be gone, or at least will be ignored by zNation for quite a bit. As we have a tornado going through, a stun going off on the Night Stalker, shout going off there too. There's the Requiem of Souls, BKB is top Beastmaster, killing off the Night Stalker very fast. Cold Snap going off on the Vengeful Spirit, but Lich Ultimate going through. And, well, doesn't hit, of course, on the Shadow Fiend, who was still on his BKB. Invoker gonna take a lot of damage. Beastmaster taking that last hit too. Beastmaster taking those last hits. Gets a double kill. Confusing. Tier 3 tower getting pushed as the TP is there from people that were on the bottom lane. At least Leshrek is gonna stay here, gonna push the tier 3 tower here. As barracks are gonna push a buyback from Invoker. They really need this. I mean, they need the buyback right now because this the barracks are down. TP home on Chuckstep from the Shen, and Lone Druid, well, doing so much damage. Invoker taking the last hit on the Beastmaster though, who tried to do as much damage before he died because he knew he was gonna die. Buckingham gonna die too, tried to chase the heroes away, as Chen going down by the Night Stalker still there too. And everybody of mTw has been forced back, but they did take the melee ranks. And the tier 3 tower on the top lane did get pushed, but, well, you know, rather have melee ranks than down than the tower being pushed a bit. But they're gonna take a tier 1 tower out of this too, so they will have some extra advantage there. We're gonna see, well, yeah, it's just the farming, you know, mTw being on one lane while zNation was still farming, and then they took some kills, and yeah, it makes sense. I don't think I need to explain that further, to be fair. As zNation wants this tier 2 tower too, but we have Soxka at the same time just fighting on the bottom lane. He has been farming fairly free for a long time. Oh, hello. Axis flying through. Wave of Terror flying through. And doesn't look like Leshrek wants to be there anymore, calling the horn for the retreat. TPs are gonna happen, just to make sure that Soxka can't push this tower. Has been taking a lot of damage. And Bear being ported back too, so that he is gonna be farming together with the Lone Druid once again, who now had 2,800 gold. What's up with that? He's farmed so fast. Night Stalker having a vitality booster. So, well, I would not expect him to go for a Vanguard, but then again, if you're in a game for the Beastmaster, I remember this saying this yesterday too. Yeah, but just in case people weren't watching yesterday, if you have a Beastmaster on the team, you're gonna want to well, be able to stay alive until the shout is over. Roar. I should call it Roar. Primal Roar. And Night Stalker has been the target of a lot of roars so far. So just having that HP will make sure that next time it happens, he will still be alive to do damage after the roar has gone off, has worn off. And yeah, mTw pushing in on the mid lane. They can do this too. Oh! Technical pause. Well, Leshrek disconnected from the game. Okay. So let's see what's gonna happen. We're gonna have Shoxka probably gonna come in from behind. That's what I expect anyway. Maybe walking here. I can't. This is the time where I want to draw on the map, but then I can't because it's paused. It's a shame. But he's probably gonna try to walk in here and do his ultimate there or behind the tower, depending how far zNation is gonna back off, which is probably gonna be behind the tower. There might be a swap from the Vengeful Spirit and a Roar too. They have so many initiations with this. I mean, of course they have the war, which is initiation, as in that's the target we're gonna kill. Everybody focus on that one. They have a swap, which could make the fight 4 versus 5 for them, as they manage to take down a target that gets swapped very fast. And Pugna Banish, well, it's not really good initiation. You can just nuke out damage the whole time. I mean, cooldown from Netherblast, I said that earlier, but I don't think I finished my sentence. It's 5.5 seconds, and it's such a big blast too. It does a lot of damage, and that's why a pipe up would be handy. Let's see. We do have a 4-staff on the Evoker, so he can 4-staff himself in and drop down an Ice Wall if he wants to, and has some good initiation for zNation too, of course. We have a well, mech being built up on Lich, but it's not going very fast. He has been dying, of course, and he's not going to be getting that much farm, as of course his teammates are taking the farm. Let's just see what Lone Druid still has. Oh, he bought something. He's got 1500 gold left. There we go. He buys up a plate meal. Is gonna make sure he has an Assault Cuirass up on that bear of his. And while you may think this, well, this looks of course bad for zNation right now, as there are 4 here and 5 of mTw right here. Are there 5? Yes, there are 5, because the last one is right here with the incoming with the creeps. This is a bit of their tactic. I mean, they're gonna keep mTw busy with the 4 of them, while this bear is just gonna farm, and then farm some more, and farm some more maybe. So far, it's been working semi-okay. I mean, they did lose barracks. That wasn't in the plan. That was definitely not in the plan. But they are allowed to lose some towers. They're taking towers in return, of course, too. Actually, towers are, apart from this tier 3 tower, and barracks towers are even, so you could say 1 tower difference, being this tower. Of course, barracks. Yeah. And, well... Actually, by now, both teams have evaluated the situation so much that they might have changed tactics. We saw a blink going off on the bottom lane, where the lane is getting pushed out right now by some mega creeps. And it might be that mTw decides, well, you know, we forced them here, let's all rotate to that bottom lane, and zNation will probably stay here for a little while longer just to make sure that push is not happening. But then mTw might be in a position already to push down this tower and at least take a fast ranged barracks. Maybe take a team fight with that too. You could do that. And the bear farming up in the meantime. It does have a TP, so can be there if needed very fast. Quick look at the gold graph. It's still it's 1,600 or 700 gold. That's probably it, and that's really not a lot for 22-minute game. So it's all about heroes right now, and like I said, which tactic is more successful? If the bear is going to be able to farm up enough before, before mTw has pushed enough to take down more than just one barracks. Experience graph. I'm gonna wait until the pause. Well, pause is gonna end soon. Just gonna switch back over, seeing what's gonna happen. Nothing exciting yet. Oh, hello. There goes the stun. Tornado there, EMP there. Yeah, he's backing off. He's gonna be safe. Ooh, Hawk gets dropped out of the sky, so that's some vision mission for mTw. And Soksha shows himself. They're gonna take down the tower.
Dire's middle tower
looks like they're gonna back off. Or never mind, they're gonna go for the last tier 2 tower in the game, making sure that goal advantage stays in their court, and just expanding it as much as they can in the meantime. Chen taking some extra creeps. Useful. And zNation defending their base on the bottom lane. They know they can't really defend their tier 2 tower. They might try. After, well, they now know that everybody from mTw is gonna go for that one because they saw them. But they can't really defend it. They can't really take the fight right now. They don't have the advantage, and like I said, they're waiting for that lone druid to be farmed up. And if you have a Shadow Fiend who does so much damage, who has a DKB, and a Yasha has 2,500 gold too, that is a lot to deal with. And they have a couple very squishy heroes, if you don't count lone druid, who probably not, or who might not be there for the fight. And they're gonna push this in. Have everybody moving back, or at least showing themselves again. Ward is at a very nice place. There goes Bear, attacking it off. Ward is down. Stun missing everybody. Tornado going up, giving vision, doing damage, slowing down zNation's heroes. And Invoker just standing on the sideline. Does have a 4-staff, so can be safe into his base if he wants to, if he needs to. Yeah. They want this Bear so much. Another blast, making sure it lands up. EMP Tornado going down, burning some mana from Sinrin. Frost Blast going off on the Shadow Fiend. This is really a dance. Who is going in first? Who is overextending first? Who is going to be out of position as the first hero to go down? That's basically it. Or does mTw just want to go in? Nice stun, hitting on 3 of mTw's heroes. Bear's taking down, or at least takes a lot of damage. And there we have LeShrek going down very fast actually. Lichildman going through, but Shuxa popping his ultimate is gonna go down or is not gonna go down. Lichildman's going through, does not do as much damage as I think Lich was hoping for it. Lich does take down Beastmaster, and Vengeful Spirit is gonna drive the Lone Druid, who has come in with his Baron, full HP, with the Hyperstone, and is not gonna be able to kill off Cinder anymore as he got TP'd back to him with Holy Persuasion, and there's the Aegis pop on the Shadow Demon. He is gonna be back up, he's gonna be back down also, because he doesn't have anything to deal with this. Does have his bad to stealth finish, but that won't save him. And in the meantime, we have a distraction, or at least distraction. Lane get pushed out by the creeps. There's of course meta creeps, and well, Baron's taking a lot of damage there. As it looks like Nexus still wants to find an extra kill. They did take down 3 heroes, and the only thing they lost was a LeShrek. So a very good defense for zNation. As mTw went in, well, with probably a plan, but they didn't do enough damage to kill off the heroes. And that's the difference with the Bear. Lone Druid being there to take some of the damage and doing a lot of damage with his Bear also. And having his Assault Cuirass completed on the Bear will help also. But yeah, that just made the difference there, as the Necronomicon is being picked up by Pugna. Okay, so I said earlier that they have a very aura-heavy team. Necronomicons profit from that aura, if I am correct. So that will make the push-ins from mTw a lot more painful. And there is a lot of AoE damage going off. I mean, the Bear is hard to take down, yes. But if his Radiance gets the last hit on one of those creeps, then...
Double damage.
Well, then he will take a lot of damage. 800 damage at level 3, I believe it is, and it's pure damage. So he will go down at some point. We'll still have 1900 HP left, you know, but it will help a lot. And of course, LeShrek taking a lot of damage from that if he gets blasted with his Edict. Look at his HP. He doesn't have that much. Same can be said for the Lich. Actually, Lich would almost die from that one if he took a bit extra damage. And we're gonna have a smoke up from mTw. With the smoke. There we go, smoke. And the only one not in the smoke is oh, hello. There is Soxka. Who, well, he believes he can be just fine. He can be just fine. He should be just fine. And we have another pause. Oh, hello. So Aegis got used, and mTw made sure that they used the Aegis before. There was a reconnect before it ran out. But Aegis is back up again in the form of Roshan, and zNation is looking to get the kill, and they probably will get it, as the smoke will not find anybody for mTw. And nope, Roshan is gonna drop here, and Lone Druid is probably gonna pick up the Aegis. There we go, picked him up. And they're TPing back instantly, knowing that mTw will use this as a nice opportunity to push in. So losing most of the gold again that they won from the Roshan, but making sure that their base not pushed is probably more important right now. And they do have the Aegis. That's the main advantage that they have right now. EMP Tornado going through, doing a lot of well, burning down a lot of mana. Wards going through, making sure that there will be no spammed spells, even though it's tried. Oh, Cinnamon taking a lot of damage from that Bear. Hand of God going through. Blast still going through too. That Bear is really not taking any damage right now. Stun going through, hitting actually Shokka and his illusions. Tornado going through, making sure that there's vision and damage is being done. Axes flying. And Night Stalker denying the tower actually. As Chen gets put up in the tornado, EMP going... going through. I say that a lot, aren't I? Yeah, I'll try to say it less. I heard it myself this time. That's all they wanted. That's all mTw wanted so far. Or they might wait for the next creep wave. They are waiting for the next creep wave. Oh, hello! Force stop up the hill. Shout is there. Stun is there. Night Stalker is gonna drop very fast. Shadow Fiend taking the last hit. Swamp making sure that Puckner gets the kill on the Invoker. Lone Druid getting the kill on the Night Stalker. Shadow Fiend in the meantime, with the Lone Druid still has the Aegis up. Is gonna pop it right now as EMP is going down. Lone Druid should be back up soon, but will he be in time and will he be fast enough to do anything? Tornado making sure Vengeful Spirit is going down, and Invoker taking the kill on the Beastmaster as the only one that did not die is the Chen, who's on his way out. Nice defense once again from zNation. They did lose their tier 3 tower though. If they're gonna continue like this, they will probably.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're taking a lot of damage from this. Oh, Siege keep hitting through. It might actually. Nah, it won't be left long for too long. Oh, there goes the barracks. But yeah, Leshrac would have lost his life otherwise. So barracks go down. There's nobody else of zNation was there to help defend it. But then again, if they keep defending it this way, look at that. This is the gold graph. It never went over 4k. And this was a team fight that mTw just lost, even though they did get a tower, but you know, it doesn't matter. They in total they lost the fight. And gold graph is back at 0. Like I said earlier though, it's not the gold graph really that matters right now, but you understand that. Even though with this such an such an even gold graph, it might not matter regardless. Let's take a quick look at experience graph, because that will tell us something different, as the last team fights have been won by zNation, or last team fights where there's actually been kills has been won by zNation. And those kills give you a lot of experience, and that's why we see zNation leading in ways of experience, as we have everything up now on the Lone Druid rather than his bear. So we have the Radiance and his Sotgrass, as his bear is only left with the shield. No. Now usually I see teams do that after the bear has been able to do a lot of damage on some tier 3 towers, but right now it's more important to do the damage during the fights. Aegis is down, is used. Can I say that's a hero core? No, they can't. I can't. And yeah, mTw wants to go for it again. They know that if they have enough pushings like this, at some point these barracks will die, and that will leave zNation with such a big disadvantage, with the barracks also down on the bottom lane, that it will probably be their game. But we will see. zNation has been managing very well so far, I have to add, versus the pushings of mTw. Let's see if they're gonna be able to do it again. Shadow Fiend building towards a, well, I expect a butterfly. It's farmed so much. Manta, BKB. Board taking some damage. Let's see if we see some extra items that we didn't see before. Necronomical level 2 on the Beastmaster. Necronomical level 1 on the Pugna. The Chen building towards his Aghanims, just to make sure that he can pop his Hand of God every team fight rather than, you know, once every team fight, if they're gonna force it this fast after in a row. We do have a mech up on the Chen also, so that will keep them alive. Actually, let's see if the mech is completed yet on the Lich. Yes, it is. So they have at least a mech on both teams. They don't have a pipe though. I think a pipe would be really useful right now. On both teams, I have to add. Someone of their team already have it? No. No, they don't. Then they're gonna push in. They don't have any towers to go down. Tornado going through. EMP going through. They don't care about the ward right now. They care about creeps dying, because that might mean a barrack. They continue to attack. A deafening blast going through. They want to go for this Lich ultimate going through too. Hand of God there to help Incinerate on the run. Won't be running fast enough. The Lich or Lone Druid getting the last hit as he gets chased down by Shadow Fiend, doing a lot of damage. One more right click. There we go. Shadow Fiend taking the kill, and that's already a kill. 2 kills for mTw, as Night Stalker also went down. An instant buyback from the Lone Druid, as that is what mTw wanted, or at least next team fight next time mTw will push in. There will not be a buyback from the Lone Druid, and that will probably, if it goes the same way, will probably cost them a barracks. And that I can say that this team fight, even though it was a team fight, yeah, even though there were only 3 kills, there were only 3 kills, right? Pugna dying, Lone Druid dying, Night Stalker dying. Yep, that's it. 3 kills. But yeah, 2 for mTw and only 1 for the Syllabear getting the Pugna, and Pugna being the squishiest target. That's not really an accomplishment. But Lone Druid dying there, overextending because the rest of his team wasn't really following suit or couldn't really do that much against the BKBs. Shadow, Shadow Fiend. That. Then again, he was caught out, and there's just too much damage coming from Stoxka Shadow Fiend right now. He can't really stand that, even though he had the Sword Craft up himself. It was not enough. Not enough at all. But the Gold Craft doesn't matter. They both got some kills, so it will be even. Same goes probably for the Experience Craft. Well, a bit more in favor of mTw. They did get an extra kill of that too. And they got a kill on the level 19. Hello. There is of course level 18 Shadow Fiend, which is the second highest in the game, but level 19 is very high. I mean, after Shadow Fiend, who's level 18, the highest is level 14. So a huge difference there as they managed to kill off a level 19 hero fairly fast, without losing too much themselves. Hello, Smoke. This is probably easier. Oh, Thinrin gonna be in some trouble. Well, nice swap from Vengeful Spirit as the stun went before he was down in the air. TP from Thinrin out so he can't die anymore, and the Vengeful Spirit is all that zNation is gonna get. Night Stalker taking that hit. Last hit, that is. Thinrin TPing back. Smart choice. And getting a level 2 Necronomicon up. See Shadow Fiend still building towards his butterfly. Chen has his Aghanims completed now, has nothing left though. So no buyback for him in the next fight. But then again, he's probably assuming I don't need to buy back. I got a mechanism to stay alive, I got a Hand of God to stay alive. I'll probably stay back because my right click is not that powerful. So he can just stand in the back and throw down some last hits. Last hits, wow. Throw down some hits and just heal otherwise. Perfect job. Safe job also. Fairly safe anyway. TP out as soon as he thinks there's gonna be trouble. Let's see if there's any new items up on the Dire team. We have a Sunj up on the Night Stalker. So that will provide him with some extra tankability, but well, and some extra damage of course. But well, it's gonna be this guy that's gonna have to bring the damage. And he has been bringing the damage, it's just there's been so much HP up on the Radiant team that it's not been enough. And so much burst coming out of Shokska. With 3,500 gold now. Hello. Oh, Night Stalker, nice swap. There's not gonna be a stun or shout, it's not gonna be needed. There's only a net, and that's all they need. With Shadow Fiend taking the last hit. That was a fast and easy kill for mTw, and they are in advantage now. Night Stalker can't buy back, has only 300 gold left. And that will mean that for this fight, it will be 5 versus 4, and zNation will have a lot of trouble dealing with that. They had trouble with 5 versus 5, and the stun lands though on the Shokska, taking a lot of damage. Ice Wall's there, delaying the push in as the bear takes last hit from the Necronomicon, so taking a lot of damage there and being forced back. We have a Nether Ward going there, Lich Ultimate going through, bumps around a bit, Deafening Blast going through too. As Lich Ultimate is still continuing, there's the mech being popped. Oh, Bear is dead. As Pokemon still gets the stun from the Shrek. And there's the next push in, next Street Wave is there already. Gonna be a Frost Blast. Tornado going through. Stun going through, hitting on 2 of mTw's hero actually. Hand of God going through, Shout going off on the Shrek, who gets forced out of well, into safety rather. Out of Wade's arm. So no deaths yet in either team, and it looks like mTw doesn't want to face this as Night Stalker is back up. And they don't want to face 5 versus 5, they rather do the same thing again. Pick off one hero and then continue 5 versus 4, so they have the advantage either way. Tower did take a lot of damage though if they do it again. Tower is down. Barracks, yeah, then there would be two naked barracks open, and that's so hard to defend. Always have one hero deployed there to defend it. It looks like mTw is not gonna let go. They want to continue to push. They don't want to give zNation the space they have, well, the space to farm. They want them to feel constantly pressured. There's a nice swap, stun going off. Fucking Matt giving his life for that now, but BKB up on the Lone Druid. Hand of God going through. He's gonna go down though. He's gonna go down. Shadow Fiend getting the last hit, and he's still doing so much damage. Invoker going down, and the rest of zNation backing off as Chen still gets a kill on the Invoker. And that is Wow. Only fucking Matt giving his life for that swap, making sure that the lone druid went down, who does not have a buyback, just spent his last gold to buy up that BKB, which he used a second too late. But this is gonna be the end of this set of barracks, more than likely, as there's not gonna be anything zNation can do to stop this from happening. This might actually be the GG. If they can rotate down to the middle lane, they are rotating down to the middle lane. Tower is almost dead anyway, and look at that, Shokska having his butterfly fly completed, and that is gonna be the end of it. Lich ultimate going off, but what more can it do? Bouncing around, Hand of God is there to help them, and there should still be a mech up as well. Mech is actually on cooldown, shout going off on the Night Stalker. Ooh, Kebab taking a lot of damage, might actually go down here. Like Shrek taking the last hit on that one, so still managing to take down a kill, but there's the Barrett going down, so mega creeps now for the Radiant as Night Stalker is backing off. There's the Requiem of Souls, still getting a kill on the track, and there's the GG, well played from Sidoy, as mTw is taking this win in this ProDota2 Non-Pro League match. With, well, a long build-up, I have to say, 40-minute game, and it looked so even for such a long time, but mTw keeping the cool and just, well, keeping the pressure, I have to say, too. And even though, of course, Syllabear was able to farm so much, I mean, he was so farmed. The rest of the team was not in an advantage to take on the other four in the meantime, while he was out farming. And that is the win for mTw, as we're waiting for the last hero to disconnect. Let's see if he's actually gonna disconnect or if they're not. Yeah, everybody from mTw disconnected, as they're having a match now too. Or a different match now, as we're waiting for the end screen to appear. Only Lich still left up, and with left up I mean left in the game. And there we have Lich disconnecting too. So we will see. Hello, nobody in the game. Come on, come on, you can do it.
Tower is under attack.
I hope I'm not gonna get disconnected from the server by the time out before this thing explodes. Oh.
Dire victory.
Ooh, dire victory. No, it was because they zNation was the last one to disconnect. So it's the end screen and what it's about. End screen that counts. So gonna let you look at it for a second, maybe for 10 seconds. If you want to. Oh yeah, thank you for watching. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook on SheeverGaming. You can follow me on Twitch where you're watching right now. Just press the follow button. And I'm a Ghost2Gamers caster, so check out ghost2gamers.net for all your esports information, and also for which matches are going to be played when, and where you can find more stream shit. Oh, and I also have a website, SheeverGaming.com, so you can visit that too if you wanted to. There. That's my promotional talk, and now I'm going to leave you in peace, or at least in peace.